Well, I thought we could do something a little fun here before we get started into the Knights of the Old Republic 2 kind of music conversation. This was actually something that was suggested to us by a fan and friend of the show here. It goes by the username snaz_Craig on Instagram.
Oh, God, I love him. He's great.
But yeah, he sent a message quite a while ago asking us to do a Star Wars Battle of the Bands. And I said, you know what? That sounds like an excellent idea. That is right up our alley. We are, rabid fans of Max Rebo himself. So, of course, we want to do a Battle of the Bands. And what better time to do it than when we have Dennis, our resident musician, on to go through our lineups here for Battle of the Bands. So I set a few little guide rules, but these aren't hard and firm. But I thought maybe we could each pick like a 4-piece band, a la the Beatles, something like that, and get this kicked off. We'll see who we think put together the best band. Anyone listening out there, let us know who you think did the best band, and then I have a lineup from Snaz Craig here to go through. Too, but yeah, Cassia, we love music. We love Star Wars music. Obviously, we're here talking to Dennis. We've talked about Max Rebo a bunch of times. We did a whole behind the music for Max Rebo. Battle of the Bands had to be next, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Max Rebo is kind of like God to us. He is the musical elephant and savior. So. We're all things.
Where would we be without Max Rebo? Honestly?
Yeah, like we are just like the biggest fans you can be. Except Hooney probably has us beat, but that's why we had him join us on our Max Rebo episode. But yeah, I'm excited.
That's right. Yeah, he would have just picked Max Rebo 4 times. No, I did say that we should not pick Max Rebo for our lineups because Max is a professional musician. The Cantina Band, professional musicians. So we should probably leave them out of the equation. But I guess I'll run through our submitted one from Snaz Craig. This was his idea, so we should put his band up first here. So let's see, what do we have? So his band name is Knights of Ren. That's night as in nighttime, not as in, a knight in armor. So Knights of Ren, they are an alt-metal punk group, and they are comprised of Kylo with a cross-guard bass, doing some whiny screamo vocals. We have General Grievous on drums with glowing drumsticks, which he no doubt, took from the the bodies of the other drummers that he disposed of as we're getting into the Battle of the Bands. Wow. We have Asajj Ventress on keytar and vocals, which is awesome. Asajj on a keytar. I love that. And then last but not least, on rhythm guitar, we have Boba Fett playing a guitar with a built-in flamethrower, as Boba Fett would be one to do, I think. So that sounds great. Kind of like Mad Max. It's kind of like maybe like a Kiss concert. I don't know. I feel like they probably had a guitar with fire in it at some point. I don't know for sure, but that sounds like a pretty good lineup, I think.
Yeah.
That is a solid lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks so much for sending that in, Snaz Craig. Thank you for this idea because this is going to be a lot of fun. So I don't know who wants to get this thing started off with their band lineup. Cassia, why don't you kick things off here?
Yeah, I'll give Dennis some time to think, but I was kind of like looking at KOTOR, and I was like, Revan could have a cool Kurt Cobain thing going on. Bastila could begin as kind of an Adele,
Okay.
And maybe when she turns to the dark side, it's kind of a little bit more of an Evanescence kind of sound, because I don't know if you know this, but like the song that like Wake Me Up Inside actually came from the Daredevil movie back in 2003, I believe.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I listened to that album so much when I was in like middle school.
Yeah, and like every fan vid with Bastila in like 2003 was basically Evanescence in that song. So I guess it's like kind of imprinted on me, like Evanescence is Bastila. But Karth, I kind of see him as having a bit of a Leonard Cohen kind of tone to him, I don't really know if those three voices go well together, but they could maybe do some good solo tracks and collaborate off the scenes, you know? Maybe Mission and Big Z could have a K-pop band, but then I was thinking about KOTOR 2. Kreia, maybe she just has a hip-hop album, you know? And she just tells you what it is, you know? And it could just be called Influence, and then it will have, like, a plus and minus on it.
Wow.
You know? And it's, like, the best cover of all time, you know? I see Atten Rand kind of like Linkin Park, you know? It's interesting. Maybe it's not for everyone, but for those who it is for, it means everything, you know?
Yeah. His debut album is called The Fool.
The Fool. Yeah. He would have a killer outfit, too, I have to say. And then Beodur, I was kind of like, ooh, Frank Sinatra. I just think he has, like, a really good voice that, like, I'm into, you know? And who isn't into Frank Sinatra? But, like, Exile, I was like, Nina Simone. She has, like, a great voice because she's seen things. She has to experience them, and how does she tell them? She tells them through song, you know? But then I was like, that sounds great, but you know what? Who my band is? It's Anakin Skywalker and the Four Masters. And you have Anakin, who would really kind of like to go a little bit more emo, you know? Like, I saw Hayden Christensen, His Life as a House, and I was like, why weren't there 5 more movies like this? Because he's really pulling off this goth look, you know? But alas, it wasn't to be. And then Obi-Wan would be his friend, but Obi-Wan could be swayed by Mace and Yoda, you know? Qui-Gon was Team Anakin, you know? But then Qui-Gon passes away, and then there could be, you know, the Emperor or Palpatine coming into Yoko the band. No offense to Yoko Ono. I just wanted to use that as a verb, you know, but I don't know. What about you guys?
Yeah, there you go. That takes me. I just finished watching Get Back yesterday, so Yoko is fresh on my mind too. Do you want to go, Dennis, or I have mine here? Or if you want to, we'll save you for last, if that works.
Sure, that's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay, we'll save the professional for last, and then Dennis can tell us, you know, all the things that we had wrong. So I have a 4-piece band here. I have my my selection, and then I also have a couple of alternates. You know, ones I was thinking about as I was going through. So for my drummer, I kind of had this vision in my head. You know, from Obi-Wan Kenobi, we had Ned B, that big droid, had that hammer. You also have like the armor has like the hammer. So I was like, maybe that's kind of like a Roger Taylor from Queen sort of thing. You know, getting ready to go to town on that gong. I don't know. Maybe that would be good. Maybe General Grievous would be good. You know, like Snaz Craig said, could have 4 drumsticks. That seems good. But my drummer is going to be Chopper from Rebels because he reminds me of Animal from the Muppets. He's kind of unhinged, and you know, that's how your drummers are. So I am picking Chopper as my drummer. My bass player, I'm going with Chewbacca because he is reliable. Everyone likes him. He's not an attention singer. You know, that's what you want in a bass player. Now, I did think for bass, maybe what we should do is we should have Flea. What was his name? Vect No Crew. He was just in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. He is a literal bass player in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I thought maybe that would be good. I also thought Din Djarin could be a good bass player because he could, you know, he can take direction well. He can, you know, he can just go down and lay down some beats. But you know, every once in a while he could rip into a good bass drum solo. So I thought that would be good. But I'm going with Chewbacca for my bass player. For my lead guitarist, I was thinking along the same lines as you, Cassia. I think that Anakin would make a good lead guitar player because, you know, he wants to be the best. He thinks that he's best. He's a little bit volatile, and he cares about the band a lot. So he's a good choice. But I'm actually going to go with Princess / General Leia on the lead guitar because she is the most talented, but she has to let the lead singer take all of the credit for all the work that she does, just like Luke through the whole thing. So Leia is my guitar player, and then my lead singer. Okay, so this was a tough one because I had a lot of really good options. So I thought maybe Emperor Palpatine could bring like some Bob Dylan sort of vibes to it. You know, when he's talking through the Darth Plagueis story, I thought that could be
generous.
good. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's pretty good. I thought about him. I thought about Poe Dameron. He is a spotlight loving kind of a guy, so maybe he would be good. I thought C-3PO, he already performed on a Star Wars album on Christmas in the Stars, so maybe he would be good. But I'm going to go with my lead singer is Kira. She would be a really good singer-songwriter. She has her life experience of growing up on the mean streets of Corellia, and now, she's living that rock star lifestyle, kind of like Janis Joplin's songwriting with Cher's outfit changes. I think that would be good. Bobby Frick is, of course, going to be my guitar tech, and my band is called Coaxium because it's a little bit volatile. It's a little bit explosive, but it's a good time, and it gets you where you need to go.
Yeah.
You all put a lot of thought into this. I did not put nearly as much thought into this.
That's okay because our thoughts don't make any sense. But you, Dennis, you know these things about music, and who would make a good musician. So I think that we're gonna have to take your list here, pretty seriously.
Yeah. So my band, I called it Darksiders, and it's all people who have either who went from light to dark or the opposite in some cases. Okay. So I kind of cheated a little bit with this. I had Anakin as the singer, but strictly because it's kind of a deep cut reference. In the book The Approaching Storm, he has to sing to this group of natives on this planet. I don't even remember why. I read it so long ago. But
oh my goodness, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's this whole thing. It was a tie-in book to Attack of the Clones, so they introduced Luminara and Barriss in the book, and so it's Obi-Wan, Anakin, Barriss, and Luminara all on this planet, and Barriss shows off to this camp, almost like campfire ritual kind of thing by doing a dance with her lightsaber, and Anakin just gets up and sings. And I just thought that was the funniest thing for some reason. So yeah, he's the singer. I have Asajj on guitar. I don't know why. Just for some reason, I feel like someone who's that good with two lightsabers, both in a double-bladed form and in dual wielding. You have the dexterity to really shred.
Yeah.
I have on bass, I have Kip Duran from the EU.
Okay.
I don't know why. He has this... I keep saying that for everyone. I don't know why. But he has this... I don't know. Well, one, he was possessed by Exar Kun, and they both give me these, brooding bass player vibes for some reason.
Yeah.
And then I had Kylo on drums because he just likes to take his anger out on things, and I feel like that'd be a healthy outlet for him,
Yeah, that actually would be.
Yeah, much healthier than just destroying consoles and things. When you get agitated at the supreme leader. So yeah, I mean your list is pretty good there. I don't know for sure who would win the Battle of the Bands between Dennis, Cassia, myself, and Snaz, Craig. I think you'll have to let us know in the comments who you think would be the best band. But
I'm
yeah,
that was.
That was a lot of fun. So thank you again to Snaz_Craig on Instagram for sending that in. We appreciate it. We love kind of weird off the wall suggestions like that we can have fun with. So if you have an idea, send it our way. We'd love to probably talk about it. So thanks to him again. And why don't we take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to get into the actual episode. Now the more serious bits where we talk about all the music from KOTOR 2.